news coverage is brought to us by
the Carmelita Review Center,
the ultimate learning guide to Let Review, a review material primarily aimed in the pursuit of teacher professionalization. It has a full context of National Competency-Based Teacher Standards, or NCBTS, focused on professional education subjects. Philippines hosts #NowASEAN Youth Conference. In line with the 50th founding anniversary of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, the 31st ASEAN Summit and summit-related events under the Philippine chairmanship, the National Youth Commission and Climate Change Commission, together with Yes Pinoy Foundation and the United Nations Children's Fund, spearheaded the #NowASEAN Conference. The #NowASEAN, or the Not on Our Watch ASEAN Youth Conference, brings about the Southeast Asian youth leader delegates from 10 different ASEAN countries to strengthen and recognize the youth's participation in climate change and disaster risk reduction movement and related concerns. Here is Abdul Aziz Dapilin, our CBRC news correspondent and one of the Philippine youth leader delegates, for the details.
Changing weather patterns, rising sea levels, and more extreme weather events. These are the significant impacts of climate change. Greenhouse gas emission from human activities are driving climate change and the rapid increase of the world's average surface temperature. Without actions, it will continue to rise, and now it is at its highest level in the history of mankind. In view of this pressing threat, the #NowPH, or Not on Our Watch Philippines campaign, the country's youth and climate action movement, which was launched in year 2015, expands its advocacy to include Southeast Asian countries through #NowASEAN initiative. For this reason, the National Youth Commission, with Ms. Aisa Seguera as its chairman, and the Climate Change Commission, CCC, together with the Yes Pinoy Foundation and the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, hold a 3-day International Youth Conference to push the vision and objectives of #NowASEAN into successful conclusion. The #NowASEAN Conference is one of the commemorative events of the 50th founding anniversary of the ASEAN under the Philippine chairmanship this year. Emphasizing the importance of the youth's meaningful involvement in addressing climate change and disasters, the event seeks to cause inspiration and unity among Southeast Asian movers to lead a culture of climate and disaster resilience. Youth leaders from the 10 ASEAN countries, Brunei Darussalam, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and Philippines, convene in Manila on the 23rd to 26th of November 2017 for the #NowASEAN Conference. The conference is a 3-day capacity-building event for youth leaders from different Southeast Asian countries and Philippines. It builds on the 2015 Filipino youth-led climate action campaign in support of the Paris Agreement, dubbed as #NowPH. A successful Youth in Action campaign which brought forth 3.6 million Filipinos pledges calling for the adoption of the Paris Agreement during the 21st Conference of the Parties, COP21, of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change in Paris, France in year 2015. This initiative is in line with the NYC mandate under the Republic Act 8084. It is also aligned with the ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community Pillar Blueprint under the Human Development. I am Abdul Aziz Hajimin Dapilin LPT, reporting for CBRC News Live.
Thank you, Aziz. Climate change is now affecting every country in the world. It is disrupting national economies, affecting lives, costing people, communities, and countries dearly today and even more tomorrow. With the youth comprising 30% of the country's population and roughly 25% of the world's, empowering and engaging the youth in the culture of climate change and disaster risk reduction is a major movement that will surely counterbalance the impacts of disasters and climate change. Now it's time for our CBRC Christmas Countdown. We are barely a month to go before Christmas. We ask so you may know. We feature so you may appreciate. We inform so you may decide. We balance so you may judge. I'm Joyce Nara and this is CBRC News Live. Good evening.